throw the game at you real quick.
Hello, we're here for some horror shit.
What happened to the game? The game's broken.
What? What do you mean? It's
I have to close and reopen it. Hold on, the game's broken.
okay.
I'm
You
sorry.
know what? You get that figured out and I will go get my drink.
Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm sorry, I broke the game. And it's going to be very tiny for the start. It says right here, contains graphic themes of self-harm and suicide. Um,
Akabaka. Sucker for love. First date.
okay, there we go. And then I need to, can I throw it at Satan? Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Whew, I got it. Okay, I got it. This game doesn't like me. Okay. Hi everyone. I hope you've been having a good week. I forgot to put a notification up about Sunday, about how we weren't streaming on Sunday. That was my fault. I was distracted all weekend. I hope you all have had a good week so far. New game, new troubleshooting. Yeah. The problem is this game doesn't... These are the options. Do you have voices? Is it full screen? And it defaults to full screen being off. So, the screen that y'all see is designed for like full screen or for or for like just borderless full screen, and this game doesn't have that because it is not built that way. And that's we do what we gotta do. I'm just now waiting for Satan. Why is that person's mouth made of tentacles? Okay, so this is called Sucker for Love. You're basically dating.
Hi Malik, hi Pi.
It's about dating like Lovecraftian Cthulhu stuff, people,
Eldritch
creatures.
horrors.
Are you able to see the game?
Let me find out.
Because I throw it at you, I'm hoping that it's stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Seems like it at least.
Voices off. These are the options.
I'm like, is there an option somewhere
These
once you
are
start to turn it off? Is this it?
I don't know.
I'm like, I'd like to hear the voice for the first time, but I don't know. I guess I'll turn them off.
Okay.
Or, oh, I forgot to stick the first playthrough tag on here. You know, I don't know how much it matters anymore because they took away the standardized tags, but
I hate
at
that.
least,
I still hate that they took away the standardized tags.
well, apparently they're taking away hosting next.
Yep, I did see that they're taking away hosting on like the 3rd of October.
There's discourse going on about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready for a new date?
Yeah. First date.
Find all 3 secrets. Survive chapter 1.
All right, I guess we're doing this first one.
Guess so.
Chapter
You
1.
wanna...
Minetta, my really scary girlfriend.
Oh, that's pretty quiet.
Oh, okay. There. That was read out loud.
Let me turn it up because that was pretty quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. What just happened? Whoa.
Uh, Santa Sharky.
Wait, I
Why
changed
is it
it!
Santa Shark? It isn't Halloween yet. Don't you know the rule? You can't break out the Halloween or the Santa stuff and the Christmas stuff until Halloween is over.
Should I go back to Paladin?
Yeah. Wasn't that your Halloween one last year
Yeah,
when we made these?
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to fix it because... There we go. Should I read this?
I...
Do you want
Do you
to?
know if MC is gendered?
Don't know.
From what I could tell, it did seem to have, quote unquote, at least female love interests. But I don't know about MC
I
or
don't
anything.
know. Sharky really wants that Christmas album. No, I don't want that Christmas album.
Yes.
Especially after people decided on Friday's stream, I need to make a 12 Days of Christmas parody.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to parody a bunch of Christmas songs, so that might as well be one.
But why?
Your reward, probably magic, for working so hard to hit 1 million channel points.
I mean, it'll be great. That's what the Ace couple said about the interview.
And I'm sure that was great. It sounded like it went very, very well. So well that it might need to be a two-parter.
It went long.
Yeah, Mick and I can be like backup vocals. We can do features on the songs with you. Malik, you do voice stuff. Do you want to also feature on one of the the Sharky Christmas album songs? I think that'd be great.
Melik literally in a choir.
Mm-hmm. You know, everyone could totally just join for a guest feature on something.
Background
sure we could
vocals.
get that
Oh my gosh. I mean, I just like, what is it? Aviators, who does
It's gonna turn into our very first 3-hour episode.
Oh, you're not even trimming it in half? You're going to just post it as 3 hours? Really? No, literally,
I look forward to it.
I don't know if this is like spoiling, but we go so far off. We tangent so hard. We just stop basically talking about like Christianity. It's just high school stories.
I was catching up on some of the last couple of weeks of.
I didn't watch this week's episode. I'll probably do that tomorrow while I clean.
I mean, I'm still catching up on last week's Sharky tangenting more likely than you think.
Like we tangented so hard. We're
literally on a tangent right now. So standard podcast interview, in my experience, yeah.
I don't know. Is that how podcast interviews go?
Yes.
No,
unless they're very strictly moderated, I guess.
No, one of the funniest parts though. I have a Bluetooth speaker. I can listen when I go to bed. Oh. One of my favorites is, even after we ended it, we still were, like, talking for an hour. After we ended the interview, we still were talking for, like, an hour.
Is that surprising? Yeah, Ace Bedtime Stories. Hope you like Eldritch horror. I'm really hoping, because this is like Lovecraftian horror, and I'm really hoping that they mean like without the racism and whatever from Lovecraft. So, you know.
So who's reading this? Me or you?
Yes.
Do you want me
I
to
don't know.
read
Do you
it?
want to be both MC and the narrator?
That's
If
fine with
all
me.
the love interests are
Female.
apparently. They put like quote unquote ladies or something, and I was like, well, I mean, yeah, they're.
It's true. I fear our post-podcast discussion was more interesting than the tangents we recorded. Yeah, our post-podcast discussion was kind of interesting. I love this.
Hello, Rose.
Yeah. I spent all day farming Magnamalo yesterday. Then I fought Magnamalo once and got my drop. What the? I hate Monster Hunter. Like, that's the one thing that I'm like, I don't want to get into Monster Hunter because I know that's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, because this is like parody Lovecraft stuff,
Yeah.
right? But it's also apparently got elements, but like I'm hoping that the people behind it at least took out the racism in writing this game. I'm hoping so, because it's not like direct source material
No.
racism stuff. I'm assuming, at least.
On mic, we were like, I hated this high school teacher who screwed me over. Which I didn't even tell my one high school story of a teacher who just pissed me off for no good reason. And when the mic was off, we were all like, let's talk about the time we befriended Warren Buffett's estranged granddaughter. Yes, that is a story they told.
Damn it, now I have FOMO.
I am sorry.
I mean, it's okay.
I was like, this is why we need to bring you back on for like a Just Chatting stream.
Saw a really funny thing recently that was like, what if the actual horror was that Cthulhu was anti-racist and Lovecraft just really wanted to be racist? I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of problems.
Yep.
Gandhi, also racist,
Mm-hmm.
in case anyone didn't know.
I think Mother Teresa was too.
Wouldn't be surprising.
I think I read something like Mother Teresa did like all this, like I forget what exactly, but like.
I mean, I read the autobiography of Malcolm X, and I'm like, the misogyny and anti-Semitism here is intense. Cool.
Oh, really?
Lots of historical figures have very problematic elements. Yeah. Malcolm X, in his autobiography, basically advocated for slapping your woman around a bit so that she knows who the boss is, so that she feels like a woman.
Oh. Also, I don't tend to do Tim Burton stuff either.
Yes. Tim Burton is racist. He's like, black people or people of color ruin the aesthetic. However, did you see the news? Did you see the news that the actual animation guy behind Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline is apparently teaming up with Jordan Peele to do like one of those stop motion animation horror movies, but with actual people of color? That's so awesome. Excited. I just found that out yesterday.
That is awesome.
Also, why we need Satan to come on for an interview. There's no telling what stories will be uncovered.
Oh, yes. No, I was literally like, you need Satan. You need to bring Satan on. You just need to bring Satan on. Like, that would be. I don't know what you were talking about, but I don't know what you were talking about, but you need to bring Satan on.
Do you want an extremely depressing episode about how asexuality and mononormativity and gender norms in society, blah blah blah, and how women are supposed to not want sex in the first place can lead to asexual people being more likely to end up in abusive situations?
The ace couple said yes. So
which part?
Yes, the answer is yes. Yeah, it's
the much more lighthearted and fun thing of weird dating sims. That's probably.
Why not both? Who
In
said you?
Eldritch knowledge is just finding out how to be woke, and H.P. Lovecraft was scared of it because he wanted to keep being very racist. The call out of Cthulhu. Cthulhu, just stop being racist, Lovecraft. This knowledge is too much for the human brain to comprehend. Just thinking about it, you fall into madness.
I figured out what I can talk about. Yeah, make episode.
Ooh, yes. Make episode. Being ace in the
Ooh,
military. Ooh.
interesting. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, I can see problems there.
There are, I feel like there are probably things I can talk about, but in terms of a pre-planned theme, I'm like, the fuck do I talk about?
I mean,
Boring. You want the trauma?
At the
You
end
want
of
me to just trauma dump on your podcast?
At the end of it, I was like, wait, was that ranty enough? Was that technically ranty?
Wait, I do have one question, which is, Sharky, did you end up needing all of the resources and research and whatever that you were?
Yes, I actually used a bunch of it.
Did you end up hitting anything that you were like, oh shoot, I don't have this on hand? Spoiler, it was not a fun experience. Yeah, that makes sense. Fascinating. Our former DM ace-phobic friend, we've talked about, shared some military stories with us, but I'm sure yours are vastly different. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm very sure.
Especially with any potential racial aspect as well. If assuming that friend is white. If not, that is
please tell me. I played Splatoon 1. I never played Splatoon 2.
I like that we're just sitting here tangenting on like
and you're
three
just
different things with just the screams in the background. This is delightful. This is the vibe.
I would be very open if I can get some people to play like multiplayer with. I would be very open to playing Splatoon 3. He's so white that Royce was like, I'm 100% white, but that guy is so much whiter than me.
Kind of figured.
Yeah, I would be open for Splatoon 3 if I can get some people to play with, because I tried playing Splatoon 1 solo, and I'm like, this is not fun for me. Play it with me!
The number of games I need to play.
I need to get back to 14. Because 6.2 is out in 14, and I need to play it.
So, Mick, when are you going to come join us on here again? And Ace Couple, when do you want to feature again? And anyone else who wants to hang out on our stream again? Because we love guests.
I never played the Splatoon games because I didn't need a console. Didn't have anyone to play it with. But I might be convinced to get the third one.
Yeah, most of the Ace Phobia came from white people. Yeah. I mean...
any Wednesday, I think I'll be good.
Wait, really? I thought I just saw something that Wednesday is very, like, socially tiring for you.
Oh, D&D ends around the time you start. I mean, but don't stretch. If you have 2 D&D sessions, do not, like...
I mean, we love having you.
Yes, but it's always, like, if you aren't feeling up to it because you have 2 D&D sessions, like, don't, like, feel the need to overexert yourself.
But, yes.
Like, we'll gladly have you.
We should have you again sometime.
Yes.
Because we gotta continue Long Live the Queen, for that matter.
Did we die?
No.
Once?
Not in that time.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll finally read this. Eldritch gods, cosmic horrors, things beyond our understanding. To merely gaze upon their form is to abandon all hope. The only thing protecting all of reality from the final coalescence of insanity and terror.
Should stop. I talk about my disdain in certain situations with white people, and now all my white friends think I hate white people. Whoops. Look. I have a lot of white friends, but I also like to keep a good ratio of non-white friends. And you know what? I will just blatantly shit talk white people sometimes to my white friends directly, because sometimes they need their egos to know. Their egos just like need the hit sometimes. I work in tech, so I just sometimes I'm talking to white people. I'm just like, anyway, so hey, by the way, white people fucking suck. How's it feel being the only one in the car that the police isn't gonna try to kill? Are you happy? I'm so glad you're driving, huh? And it's very like, well, you know what? If I have to deal with racism and misogyny and whatever else, I don't even necessarily consider myself a woman anymore. I don't care because I'm still going to be like interpreted as one in the world because I still present femme. Like, if I have to deal with all this shit, my white friends can deal with me talking shit about white people sometimes.
Yeah.
This is my attitude.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
If I have to read things like that fucking programming joke about, you know the one I responded.
The array one?
Huh? Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I heard.
Like,
I heard
it.
it.
Have to read shit like that.
I heard it
guys,
in the episode too.
Yeah, yeah. If I have to come across shit like that, I'm like, well, my male programmer coworkers or whatever are gonna have to deal with the fact that I'm just gonna be like, men fucking suck.
Yeah.
Hey, so anything about this instance of sexism that I encountered in the workplace? You're gonna have to deal with that. They're gonna have to deal with that because if I have to live this shit, they're gonna have to. They have to at least put up with me being like, men fucking suck. They'll always see you as you truly are, a rib stealer. Exactly. I will go out of my way to be a rib stealer if that's what they want to call me.
I'm going to be terrified when my episode comes out. Just absolutely terrified.
Uh-huh. I feel like being a non-white, non-male person in tech, even just like going through college, I'm like, hello, nice to meet y'all. I am now 5 times more aggressive than I was entering college, and everyone's just gonna have to deal. Fun fact, you can no longer buy a human rib bone on Amazon, but a few years ago you could.
Oh, you can probably get one on eBay still.
Wasn't there that whole Wayfair conspiracy theory as well?
What?
Okay, but if you come to Barbecue Night at Pie Palace, you'll be given ribs willingly. No need to steal. No.
No, the whole rib stealer game.
You might be missing the context of this.
Yeah, the whole rib. You can explain.
Oh, you can go ahead and explain the starting thing.
It came from an article talking about how women, quote unquote, stole a rib because Eve was born from a rib from Adam.
Okay, no. The context is that there was some transphobic guy that was like, we can't even call women women anymore. So what do we call them instead? We should call them rib stealers. Yeah, I'll take yours. Yeah, could I get one order of your ribs personally, please?
eBay kind of cracked down on human remains a while back. Craigslist.
Wait, I had a very, very random question that I meant to ask, I think, actually at the start of last D&D, but then I arrived late and forgot because there was other conversation happening. And this is very unrelated to anything that we're talking about right now, but I kind of just want to know. Does your Victorian hair art stuff work with, like, dyed hair?
Why didn't you just send the DMs like I said?
You not want the tangent right now? Because
I could have had the answer like a week ago.
I could have, but you fail to remember that I am socially awkward. You think you're socially awkward and I'm not. No. I just have a different kind of social awkwardness. You're like, oh no, like, what if I'm bothering them by asking to schedule this thing? And I'm like, just fucking schedule it. Because that's like business. That's like, let's get some shit done. Me pestering our friends about random questions just for the sake of like my curiosity is where I'm like, oh no, but I'll be bothering them to ask dumb questions.
And the answer is absolutely.
I'm so glad. That's very exciting.
Is the fact that the unspeakable gods wait dreaming. Their awakening under aligned stars heralds the end.
I'm awkward. I feel like
None of
I'm
you have ever
awkward
bothered
in
us.
various ways, but not always, which makes it like, I don't know, socially passing. I don't know what to say about that. But I'm like,
See, I have a problem outside of like a few specific people. I just have a problem like starting conversations.
I know you said you feel like you're bothering me, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
you
still
message
feeling,
me
and I feel like
every
I'm,
single day. Tell your brain to stop it.
and I feel like I'm bothering you every single day of my life.
I've never been bothered by other people. You say that.
I'm just bad at
But what
responding.
if you are? What if you become bothered by us? What if the
Exactly.
only reason that you guys haven't been bothered by us is because we've been stopping ourselves from bothering?
See, now Satan's speaking the truth. Aren't you two
You
like
feel like
besties?
I see Sharky is on the list of people that I just will message some random shit. That list consists of like 3 people.
See,
The chicks to embrace.
this is what
Did you know that I am bad at embracing?
Mick, this is probably why I haven't messaged you about Final Fantasy XIV.
The only thing I embrace is the dark side.
See, I don't even embrace that.
Well, I embrace being a rib stealer.
I embrace the void. Wait, did I ever tell you that? Did I ever tell you that story about the cave?
Which cave?
Like there was a in one of my senior trips, like what they normally do is people who are willing, they take into like a super cramped cave or like a super like cave opening to like a bigger cave, and then they turn off the lights, and then they're like, okay, you see this where you can't even see your hand in front of your face? This is what hell is like if you end up going there.
I embrace darkness. Thanks for being as edgy as me, Mick.
Did
you see the coffin computer chair earlier? Because
No.
I did, and it was excellent.
My partner and I used to visit our friend at a local game store and called it Bothering Sam, and he knew we called it that. Eventually we'd come in and be like, Sam, bother.
Well, yes, I mean...
See, that's why I feel like when I message Satan, I'm just saying bother.
I had friends who have dyed their hair specific colors just so I could make art with it after they cut it. Oh, you did see the coffin chair. Great, Mick. Trying to be distressed until he broke out laughing. Yes, I have my blue, unfortunately turning green hair, and I don't have any plans of having my hair turned into Victorian hair art anytime soon, but I just kind of want to know if it'd be a possibility. Like, if I died, could it be sent to them?
If I get my hair cut, could it be sent to them? How long does it need to be?
What was the length required for that again?
For what? For donating?
No, for the art.
Oh, for the art, yeah.
I remember something about like
minimum
beard hair, I think, or something.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, well, I mean, if you have a whole little ponytail, maybe.
Yeah. What did I say? The friends measured it, and it's about like 6 inches of just the ponytail. It's not like I made rainbow hearts out of horsehair for a pride project once.
Ooh, that's cool.
That is very cool. Today, the stars are aligned.
And like when I die, I have to set aside this much budget of my money for like, all right, when I die, I want these elaborate things done to my dead corpse. Therefore,
I can work with any length because there are a ton of different techniques, but the longer it is, the more options there are.
or are you gonna get Victorian hair out of your hair?
I don't know. What hair would I want my hair out of?
Damn it.
Come on already. Same day shipping. My
Ass. Oh, hey, it's a ritual dagger. It's a whole circle here on the floor, and we have...
I only have a half hour
Ooh.
tops until the
What?
stars move out of position. Better wash my face to calm down.
I can make a shark out of your hair! Okay, it does seem to be a male MC.
Just imagining the shark out of my hair.
It's the wrong color. You're gonna have to dye that hair gray blue first.
I'm not dye. Actually, technically, now's the time I can probably dye my hair because I'm never going into the office again.
There you go!
Because before, I mentioned it to you, how you're like, if I come over, could you let me, like, would you ever be willing to dye your hair? And I'm
Would
like,
you allow me to do it? Because you're like, I don't care.
and I was like, no, like, I can't because I have to go into the office and that's a problem. Did you finish Digimon? No, I am in the middle of chapter 4. I took a long break because I'm only doing it on stream. I am in the middle of chapter 4, and some big event happened at the end of chapter 3.
Side note, anyway, so I realize now, oh shit, we're in September.
Yeah.
Ace Week is coming up next
Oh, crap.
month. Who in chat wants that Ace wants to come hang out for Ace Week?
Have you finished it, Mick? If you have, which ending did you get out of the 3? Or which route did you go to, I should say. Not ending. Which route did you go to?
I'm ready to pack our Ace Week full of guest streams again.
See, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Me? Nah.
Oh, Ace Week is, I think, the last week of October usually.
I think it has been the last 2 weeks or years, yeah.
I was gonna be like, I know it's the last week, I think, because it has previously overlapped with Halloween, which as a goth is a little bit hectic.
I got bummed out, but I'm pretty much on the Harmonious side. Okay, interesting. I think I forget which one I'm on.
Ace Week is October 23rd to 29th this year.
Okay, so
right before Halloween.
Yep.
Oh god, I have to plan a Disable Days Day. Yeah. We'll do Ace Week.
I've been Harmony 2, haven't got much farther than Sharky. Actually, I need to get on trying to get Ace Week recognized here.
Oh. Is there anything we can do to help you with that? Well, I guess now that we have custom tags, at the very least, a lot of people could do Ace Week tags.
I'm on like chapter 10. Holy crap!
As a goth ace, weird dark history historian, Victorian hair artist, October's got me frazzled like a mall Santa at Christmas time. Yeah, my brother's birthday is Halloween, and I'm like, trade, you don't deserve it.
Oh, is it? I feel like you've mentioned this before, and I always forget.
Yeah, which is why as a kid, Halloween wasn't my favorite holiday, but now that I'm an adult, I'm like, Halloween! Of course it's my favorite.
Nah, I just need to follow some directions. I haven't favorited.
There's also like a big music festival that happens in October, which I am, I guess, going to be volunteering for the first time. So I will be actually attending those. October's hectic.
I'm just stressing for the end of September. I'm just going to be stressing about that.
What now?
For the Pokemon.
Oh, that.
I'm just going to be stressing about that.
Oh, yeah. You finished your Ace Couple podcast interview, so now you have a new thing to stress all month about.
Of course, of course. I mean,
That is very much like you.
I mean, I want to, I want to get, like, OBS looking pretty nice for it. And I want to, like, there's stuff I want to, like, look into, and it's kind of just like the... I mean, and who knows if it's even going to happen. Like, something might come up and it might have to get moved. But... Sorry.
Anyway.
This is why I'm like, sorry. I'm bothering people with my tangenting.
Oh, no, I'm waiting for the line.
A year ago, I saw the face of an Eldritch being in my dreams.
This is why I was like, are we going to reach any of the things that we got the content warning in the game ahead of time for? Because chances are we're not getting all that far on the first stream. I don't know.
We're talking to chat a lot.
Yeah.
Chat's amazing. We love chat.
In fact, half of these streams should actually, if they let us set 2 categories, it would just always have a background just chatting.
Sadly, they can't do that. Or they won't do that.
They, I presume, will not do that because most people are chatting with chat,
Yeah.
but like have a little bit more self-control to reel in tangents. And we're just like, what's moderating tangents? We only moderate like bad people and bad things.
Ace Couple, do not say sorry.
No, we love the tangents. We actually have a lot of fun with it.
Oh no, it's one of the, it's incredibly fun.
That's kind of half the point.
Yeah.
And in fact,
I mean that's
we should probably start. I'm gonna 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, we're at 10 tags already.
Oh, are we actually?
We have LGBTQIA, queer, asexual, asexuality, closed captions, chaotic, cozy, chill, voice acting, and first playthrough right now.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm. Granted, 5 of the 10 are just variations on ace and LGBTQ.
Uh-huh.
So it's all of our queer related tags.
Yep.
Which I don't, should I remove the asexuality tag to make a room for tangents?
Go for it.
I don't
Ace
know
Couple.
how many people are going through all the different tags.
Discoverability's not possible anymore.
Well, especially now that they've taken away the preset tags.
This is why I said I'm a Twitch streamer, I guess? I signed up with 10 tags. I'm so upset they got rid of. Yeah.
We didn't add all of the ones that we could, like,
no.
Technically, if the extremely rare times that I've done a solo stream, I've put like Asian American on or something.
Yeah.
But most of the time I end up just leaving off that stuff, and they're getting rid of hosting. You did mention that at the beginning. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. They are making a series of decisions for various reasons, I guess.
Yep. And they want people to just use their user voice and just say that, no, they shouldn't make these decisions. Like, that's gonna do much. And since there's no special characters, it feels so silly to type out plus.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't even put space. You can't put slash. So I saw earlier someone with their pronouns, but it's just she, her, because there's no slash.
And there's no space.
Mm-hmm. At least there's capitalization, but are Are they case sensitive? Actually, now that I think about it, are these
Ah,
tags case sensitive? Like, is all caps LGBTQIA separate from LGBTQIA all lowercase?
I, you,
Since it's already going to be different from LGBTQ.
yeah,
That's the problem.
yeah,
There's too many permutations.
yes. There, yeah.
Anyway, we're about to get on another tangent.
It whispered its name to me, Lynetta. Ever since I've been obsessed with trying to see it again. I'm not the kind of person to get addicted to stuff or spend recklessly, but I just can't help myself. There's something I have to do once I see it again. Was that the door? Thank goodness. I spent way too much money on getting this for me to miss my chance. The amount of money I've lost to scammers claiming to have the real deal is a little embarrassing, but as of today, I'll have a genuine Necronomicon, an ancient spellbook containing the dark rituals needed to contact the Elder Gods. Finally, I'll... ... Huh?
Looks like it's out of Cardcaptor Sakura or something. Actually, no, I think that one's a red book, so even pinker.
Wait, there's a red book in it?
Isn't it? That
I don't know.
Are in a red book.
I never heard about it until you mentioned it one stream.
Yeah, it's like a reddish brown leather bound book kind of deal.
Like,
it's red. It's red and it has some stuff on it, and the shape of the cards is reminiscent of tarot, but it's not tarot. Though it would be interesting to do tarot readings with the Clow cards instead, I guess.
mean, the book does turn pink after she claims all the cards.
Oh, is that it? It's been a very long time. Even though I went back in like middle school to rewatch a bunch of it, but it was actually pretty good.
When did I hear about it? Like, was that last year that you mentioned it? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Sorry, was there too much witchcraft?
No, I just never heard of it. Like, my parents didn't give a crap what media I consumed.
Right, you were allowed to read the book that is now known to be written by that transphobic author.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With her now. This has nothing to do with me, but I wrote a 1,000-page book about how social justice warriors caused this guy, and whose other pen name is literally like what? A doctor who performed conversion therapy or some shit?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Fun fact. Fun fact. Let me find it.
Is that fun?
By fun, I mean I fucking hate it, but you know, people should know about this. Aside from writing Harry Potter under her abbreviated name, she also previously wrote under the name Robert Galbraith.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Galbraith himself, that the name seems to be taken from, was like let me find it. Where is it? Where is it?
We went from screaming now to like crickets and birds.
While I try to find the problematic past of the person, the Turfy McTurfy ladies books are pen named after.
Terrible. So terrible.
So she claims that the inspiration for the name was a combination of the late Robert F. Kennedy and Elva Galbraith. However, where is it? Why is this page so big? Yes, Robert Galbraith as a named person is apparently a famous conversion therapist.
Oh, lovely.
It is, yes, yes, where she apparently denies that it's based on that, but considering her transphobia, people have pointed out it's awfully close to Robert Galbraith Heath, a conversion therapist who pioneered the since discredited use of shock treatments to quote-unquote cure homosexuality. So, unclear. She claims she didn't know that. She's still a TERF, though.
Yeah. Huh? What the...
Well,
is this? Why is it pink? Isn't this supposed to be, like, brown? And bigger?
every day I hate that woman more. Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be an ancient book covered in flesh or something? I think that was actually, like... wasn't the whole flesh thing brought out later? I think I remember, like the Evil Dead... I think, like, the Evil Dead movies, like, popularized that or something.
Presumably, I mean, All right, let's start a new... Sorry, I'm just gonna say more heathen shit about your religion. Let's start a new rumor that the Bible was actually originally bound in Jesus' skin after he was crucified. That's why it's so holy.
Okay, there's a problem there.
Was
There's a problem there.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible wasn't made until, like, 300 years later.
Yeah, they purposely went back and got some of his old skin. Mm-hmm. They gathered up a bunch of dead skin cells and stitched together somehow.
That would be pretty impressive.
You know what's impressive? White people convincing themselves that Jesus was white.
That is also impressive, yes. But this...
See, when people... or when you say, like, oh, now my white friends all think that I hate white people, I'm like, go ahead and think it. If you think that because I trash talk some white people, that's a you problem.
But this looks like it just came from an office supply store. No, please don't tell me. Scammed again. It's how much money I spent this time. Thought there'd be no chance it'd be fake. Great. No way I'm getting my money back either. Scammer's probably long gone too.
Damn it.
Need a new hobby. Seriously. What a strange scam, though. You'd think they'd at least try to go for an authentic look. They really think nobody would notice that their Book of the Dead is Malibu pink? Is that what the color is?
I would have called it a nice, blushy rose, but okay.
Wait, is this symbol in the front embossed? Is this thing made of real leather? The pages look gilt and gold, too. And this weight. Why'd they make a knockoff out of such high-quality materials? Oh,
yeah,
yes.
We also checked out books bound in human skin after the podcast.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Uh-huh.
Can I get a book made out of my skin after I die?
Well, I mean, you can't get a book out of your skin after you die, because you'll be dead.
But can I have it happen so that someone else could have a book?
You know, I don't know if that's a current practice that people do, or if it's just, like, taking care of books that were already created out of it.
Because that'd be pretty badass.
Dot.
100% real Necronomicon, not clickbait, not a scam. Gone sexual? Ordered from Amazing.
I actually know a guy that does that.
Of
Of course the ace couple knows a guy who does that.
Of course they do. Alright, so I gotta get some of my skin taken for bookmaking. I gotta get some of my hair sent to the ace couple for some kind of art thing after I die. And I have to have some parts of me cremated, but there's
Ask a
definitely...
Mortician has a YouTube that has a whole video about human skin books. It's fascinating. That's how we got on the topic. Literally how we got on that topic.
I should watch more of those videos than I have. I've watched a couple. They're very fun.
We had some interesting discussions after the podcast. I'm just saying that here. What the?
You know, I've just realized that this poster over the bed says Candyman, Idol, 1991. Number 1. Let's what?
Visiting?
Let's visiting D something?
Kun.
Oh, let's visiting D-kun. Only at Candyman.
I have to get like super close to my my screen to be able to read
There's
that.
like a medal with quote marks D. What?
Well, also in the mirror, I don't know if you noticed, he has a D necklace.
Uh-huh, I know, I saw that. Wait, is he supposed to be an idol?
I don't know.
Because it says Idol 1991.
I don't know.
And there's a turtle.
If you all want some information, I can send it on the Discord later.
I'm like, I don't expect to die anytime soon, but we did talk previously about how everyone should have a will just in case.
Wasn't that last Wednesday?
Uh-huh.
Like, what is with Wednesdays and talking about wills?
Do you want me to start doing it on Sundays? Because, I mean, the reason we didn't do that on Sunday was just because I wasn't here.
No, I think the information is other information. I think I have an idea what they're talking about. What the?
I mean, you can send whatever you want on Discord, either on the Discord or
in
to via DMs or whatever.
There's I think we have
what is the line? I don't actually know where the line is for me between like when I just talk comfortably with people like here or like phone calls or something, and the point where I'm just like, yeah, just send me random shit at random times and I will do the same. It's probably when someone else does it first.
On Wednesdays, we contemplate our own
mortality.
Whatever. We
can also contemplate our own morality.
What morality?
That's funny coming from the Christian one of us.
And enter thing.
You tell me what morality.
Enter thing about went on a trip and a teacher asked some of the kids, so if you weren't Christian, what sins would you commit? And a bunch of people are like, oh, I'd kill some people.
need to send you random stuff.
Yes, you do,
I
Mick.
have this thing where
Just
I feel
send
very
random-
comfortable with my friends sending me random shit on Discord at random hours.
Just send Satan some
There's
memes.
chance. I mean, you can do that too. However, I feel really awkward doing it to other people until that's become like the established thing. This is why I have friends, but I don't talk to them. Is I'm like, oh no, if I send someone something, I'm gonna have to talk to them. But I'm bad at talking, and what if I'm just bothering them? And I'm definitely just bothering them. They're busy. They have lots of things to do.
And then there's me. You just send something and be like, yeah, he'll respond later. He'll respond whenever he wakes up.
Yeah, and half the time you don't actually acknowledge it, and you just message me about something else now.
I
Yes,
don't
let's
know.
call out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know how we talk. I don't get it.
By using this neat Japanese app called Line.
You know that's not what I meant.
I'm aware. What did Pi say earlier? Being purposely difficult or something?
I don't remember. I've lost all memory of existence.
Let's see. What was it? Deliberately difficult. Yes.
Oh wait, Pi said that? I already forgot if Pi said that.
Deliberately difficult. That's what I'm being.
I mean, that's what you are 24/7.
I mean, if we go with the opposite aspect of women getting called easy, yeah, I am deliberately difficult. Sharky's like, why do I talk to you? And that's an excellent question.
Ace is playing an attraction where Sharky just is sitting here just being like, why do I even bother talking?
To me, specifically.
No, just in general.
But also specifically.
No, just in general.
On the internet.
No, just in general.
But especially on the internet.
No, just in general. What the? My order was delayed? It won't be delivered until tomorrow? Then, what the?
Oh.
Is this book supposed to be? Did it get delivered to me by accident or something? There's no shipping label on the box. Stranger still, this inscription at the bottom, it's...
Well, they definitely pronounced it earlier in the intro as really.
Brilliant?
Seems so.
The unholy language of the Eldritch gods.
Presumably, this is stuff that the devs made up.
Also, the pages reek of formaldehyde. Embalming fluid? In other words, it stinks of death.
We should probably play, the... What's it, mortuary assistant or whatever?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think it's mortuary assistant. I got it from a Humble Bundle at some point, I think, actually.
Why would something so cute have such an insidious aura around it? Maybe I'll take a look inside.
Mortician's Tale. That's the one that I played a bit of, but
what
not
kind of
very
tale
far.
do they have?
The storytelling kind.
Ah.
The Calling. Ensure all possible light has been snuffed from the room. In your room, this means draw your curtains. Turn off your bedside lamp. Turn off your overhead lights. In the dark, light red fire candles. They are for your protection. The dark is dangerous. Find and put on your ritual necklace. When all is complete, chant Neta af art the megup kadish tu nilgri. drag from the first letter to the end of the phrase to chant slowly. Oh, wait, are there more pages and stuff that we can click first? Because there's arrows. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I know a lot about that one too. About Mortician's Tale?
This
Never
is
leave them
ominous.
Wait.
Ominous?
Her name. I didn't get very far, but oh. Wait, something about a concert?
Yeah, it says the word concert.
Do not cover your ears. You will need them. Nothing is just your imagination. What's the down arrow? Oh. Oh.
So turn the light off. Turn that off.
Turn off all the lights. Snuff all the lights that we can.
Yep, so
Okay.
that's
There's still some
closed.
sunlight coming through, but okay.
Yeah, but like...
Yes, you can, I guess.
That's the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
Red light. Have a ritual necklace.
Wear it. Okay.
I'm wearing it.
I'm gonna put it on. We have... is that red fire? It says change to black, but...
Light red.
Okay, light red. All right. We've drawn our curtains. We've turned off the bedside lamp. What happens if you interrupt the chanting? Nothing?
Nothing. Mortuary sit in the is the horror one. I don't know about the other one. What? What?
Yeah, I don't know very much about Mortuary Assistant, but I did see something about, I think, like a black YouTuber getting suspended or something.
What?
For playing it because of a nudity or something, which is unfortunate.
Yeah?
Because apparently other people have streamed it or played it on YouTube just fine without getting
Of course.
suspended. But you know, casual structural racism as usual, and casual enforcement racism as usual. Markiplier and the Jacksepticeye didn't. Oh, was that? Yep.
Of course not those two.
Of course not. Mortal.
Oh god. It actually worked? She's here? Beacon of Madness is towering over me. An omnipotent and chaotic avatar of world-ending calamity. Now both of them are streaming lewd games to see how long it takes. Of course they are.
Well, I saw something about it, and I don't know if this is true, but something about it potentially being a way of supporting the guy that got suspended, of like highlighting the hypocrisy. I don't know how true that is or how much they're capitalizing on the publicity of it or what, but you know, apparently that's a thing.
I mean...
Oh yeah, they're supporting it. Okay.
Okay.
I had also seen something about Markiplier doing it, and then Jacksepticeye did it afterwards, but then people were unsure because something drama about Jacksepticeye accusing Markiplier of stealing his content or something. I don't know.
I
really don't know because they think it's blatantly racist. Is Markiplier actually white? As like a side question. I've not looked into it in detail really, but like he looks maybe part Asian. I'm like curious.
I don't know.
I mean, that also has like a partial, like he's just big at this point, right? Part Korean. Yeah.
Even with a few years of preparation for this moment,
Few
and for
years.
even with a year, whatever, of preparation for this moment, frozen fear.
For what purpose have you awoken Lynetta, the Starspawn, and brought about the end of reality? The Starspawn? I didn't realize we were summoning your patron in this. Oh
My
God.
patron's not a star spawn!
Yeah, they're just a star, I guess. The daughter of your patron?
Oh, good lord. I can't talk. I can't even breathe.
Half Korean, half German.
Interesting, okay. Did not know that.
I mean, I looked at a couple of his videos before, and I was like, he seems at least part Asian, just appearance-wise.
I never watched. I was just like, I've never watched. Blinding dread. Choking terror. My very sanity is teetering on the precipice. And looking down. No.
I mostly watched because I remember seeing someone recommending him like highly over PewDiePie.
Oh,
of
yeah.
course.
Oh, yeah.
So I was curious because, you know, PewDiePie has all that problematic shit. He's the only YouTuber I watch. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to call that like a high praise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
PewDiePie is a range of problematic and awful things, and I just really would like for him to completely go away. And I guess for what it's worth, to me, it seems like he's fallen from relevance, but I don't know. Like, I mean, among his actual target audience, I don't know what.
Has he fallen from
Whatever.
relevance, though?
That's what I'm saying, is I don't actually know among his target audience.
No. I finally got this far. I finally have my chance. I can't perish now.
Also, the YouTuber's name is Koryax Kenshin. Okay. Yes, thank you for the extra clarification. I don't want to erase the black YouTuber in his own story.
Oh, yeah. See, I did not hear about that.
I saw it in passing as I was scrolling on the Aces Twitter, because, you know, the Aces Twitter account follows a bunch of other streamers and stuff. And
Yeah.
I personally don't watch that many streamers usually. I feel really bad about it. I'm trying to be better about it because that's, I feel like, the better way of making more friends on here. But I also just end up busy or like feeling awkward about jumping into chat or whatever. But yeah, so the Ace's Twitter account has much more involvement with like streamers and gaming like content sphere. So I just saw it in passing. I mean, I feel that honestly. Yeah, I try to drop into. I was realizing, like, you know, for all of the white streamers out there, I feel like probably like 80 to 90% of the time, I actually end up only clicking through on non-white streamers. But it's just safer.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, it's more comfortable vibes-wise. I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Like, kudos to Pi, because I feel like I've never felt uncomfortable in stream, at least.
Yeah, that's always.
But there are like white streamers that I pop into for like half a second and I go, and I just kind of watch and like watch the chat and I go,
Nope.
It's not even nope. It's just like, this is fine. But it's not as comfortable, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that's always fair.
Maybe it's just the reverse of white people who only go to white people's streams.
Dark One? I ask that you grant my wish.
You wish to be the first human to be destroyed, yes? So that you are spared from the cataclysm I shall wreak upon all life.
No. I want to smooch you.
Eh? What?
I want to smooch.
And I don't hang out at too many white strips. Yeah. I'm gonna try to at least pop into more of the stream team people's ones. Though so far half the ones I've clicked from that have also been the non-white people. Well, say it again, creep. And how are you looking directly at me without being driven mad?
I'm face palming.
Well, we did know that this is what this game was about, I guess. There's a smooch bar that has appeared at the top.
There is a smooch bar that has appeared at the top of the screen. That is true. Also, the picture on the back has changed.
Mm-hmm. It's better now.
I'm mad with lust.
I'm like, is she a tsundere? Is that what's happening here?
I don't know.
Send me back.
Huh? But you just got here. What about destroying reality as I know it?
I'll do it next time. Maybe when the stars realign in 1,000 years or so.
But I'll be long dead by then.
Exactly.
Hey, I went through all the trouble of finding this
Damn.
book. The least you could do is...
Where did you get that book?
Huh? What, this? I found it outside my door.
That moo. Always trying to set me up with someone.
Moo? Who's that? Are they the one who left this funny-looking Necronomicon on my doorstep?
It's not a Necronomicon.
It's not?
What Necronomicon is bright pink, silly?
God, she's cute. What's with the sudden personality change? Does she recognize the book?
I'm sorry, I don't think there's a god in this. I think we've gone full heathen.
Well, if it's not a Necronomicon, what is it?
It's a survival guide.
For what?
For dating me.
Who writes a survival guide for dating in Eldritch horror?
Someone who wants to make sure that you don't lose your mind immediately upon looking upon her form.
What, really? This thing?
That's why it had all the instructions on how to summon. It's full of rituals that I like. Offerings, spells, and how to protect your sanity while performing them.
I struck gold. All the money I spent finally paid off. Wait, what'd she just say? Protect my sanity?
I am a cosmic entity beyond comprehension, so no amount of contact with me is safe for a human. Your mind could snap like a reed at any moment, actually.
Good to know.
Oh, don't make that face. I can make it worth your while. If you understand what I'm getting at. I have no idea what you're getting at.
You'll let me smooch you?
If you can make it to the end, darling.
Okay, so we're performing rituals for a kiss.
But if you chicken out or go insane, I'll end reality right then and there.
Will you spare the world if I win that kiss?
No. The dialogue sounds like Undertale.
It does.
A little bit.
It has a little bit of like the Just the like.
Yeah. But that's common in a lot of games, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think some Animal Crossing games also used it instead of the Animalese.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Or like they have an option for it.
Mmm.
You knew what you were getting into when you woke me up, right, darling?
Looks like my only two options are die or die without getting a kiss.
I'm
Well-
imagining like a romance neutral like arrow being like, oh god, which one? With that one like button pressing meme, like
Die or die without kiss.
where it's like you're neutral to it, but
Well, they say if you've already eaten the poison, you might as well lick the plate. Who says that?
they gender neutral they.
So if the world is gonna end either way, deal.
All of the gender neutral theys that are currently in our chat or ever have been. Excellent. Let's begin the date then. Why don't you start with the invoke the deaths ritual?
Okay.
Perform invoke the deaths. Oh, this is translated now. Do not perform this ritual alone. Snuff all light in the room. Turn on your sink or shower to make the sound of moving water. When all is complete, chant Neffel Futang. Uach Otrye Yagfmil. Do not look out your window from now on.
Well, good news, we're not alone.
Well, is there anything else in the book? Like next page. Okay. Nothing on the next page. Oh, what was that?
I
Never leave the lights off and chant this.
can't chant that yet.
Not yet.
No, maybe we have to like get to a certain point. I can't chant.
Probably.
Maybe if I change it back to this? No. It just won't let me chant that. So, snuff out all light. All the lights are snuffed out.
Sink or shower. Do we want the sink or do we want the shower? Do they live in a place with a drought?
My area apparently has a drought warning going on. That I found out
have a
about.
heat wave. I have a heat wave and then went for the long weekend to a place that was even hotter.
Yeah, you mentioned that, and I'm like, oh no.
It's 100 plus.
Wait, no light.
Wait, did you turn the lamp back on? Because it says off. When you have
I didn't turn them on.
I don't know. But I mean, that's what it said. Home sweet home.
Are we... What did I just do?
You brought the outer depths to us. Didn't you read the spell's name? Our connection is stronger now. The closer you get to where my true form lies dreaming, the stronger my influence on you and this world.
Will I be okay?
Ah, MC's name has transformed into Darling. Just focus on following the book perfectly. You're good to start doing these rituals on your own, right?
No. Wait, why are you leaving?
I'm just feeling a little icky from the summoning, so I wanted to use your shower. Do you mind?
No, not at all. Go ahead.
Thanks. No peeking.
Okay.
I mean it. Don't peek.
I won't.
Dot.
I won't peek.
You're sure you won't?
Positive.
All right, I'll be back in a jiffy. Sure, abyssal mist. Ensure your sink or shower is running to make the sound of moving water. Then go outside. Avoid making eye contact with that which roams the fog. They'll know if you saw them. Turn off your lights before you leave. This one isn't a warning. It'll just help lower your electricity bill.
Wonder if I can do that, Nope.
Never leave the lights off. Wait, you didn't go through the rest. If there's anything else in the book that's revealed now. Okay, so nothing else new.
Okay, so, I mean, she's showering, so we don't need to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
All the lights are out.
Mm-hmm.
So we're outside. Jeez, it looks like Quiet Hill out here with all this fog.
It's Quiet Hill.
Oh, well, copyright.
Mm-hmm.
Is something moving out there?
Darling, you didn't! I love foggy, rainy days by the sea. It's like my favorite weather on the surface world.
I mean, rainy days are nice.
I didn't know you have a house on the water.
I didn't 5 minutes ago. In fact, I'm hundreds of kilometers from the coast. Even the wildest of hurricanes would never flood the area like this. What terrible power is this thing capable of?
There's something just so romantic about standing on a balcony during a storm.
I'd hate to cut the fun short, but can we go back inside? Now?
What's wrong, darling? Getting chilly?
It feels like something's watching me from out there.
We can go inside if you like, but it's not like it's any safer in there. After all, the next page in the book has an unspeakable horror on it.
Unspeakable horror? Some kind of monster's gonna jump out at me?
You'll see what I mean. Sorry, I'm just updating the voices list so that we have this all recorded. What was that?
I tried to speak the unspeakable horror. What the?
Oh?
I can't even begin to pronounce this.
Yeah. Duh. That's why it's an unspeakable horror. Unspeakable. Get it? As in, cannot be spoken. At least not by humans.
Wait, you can pronounce this?
Of course I can. I can pronounce anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Oh yeah? Then what's this?
Worcester sauce.
That's a good one.
Hmm? That's how the British currently say it. Damn.
You are the real deal. Hey, wait a minute. Those tentacles are like extra tongues, right? Then your weakness is tongue twisters? Say toy boat 10 times fast.
You know, I feel like I should run to the bathroom. Just in general.
Oh, okay.
In general, but also, oh god, I'm just delaying the inevitable.
Just
Right back.
oh no, you're leaving me with the chat.
Uh-huh. And with the Eldritch Horror. Have fun.
I don't know. I think the chat's scarier. Hi, chat. Hi, y'all are wonderful. Well, hi there, Sharky. Hi. So, Mick, how have you liked Digimon? I know you said you got bummed out. Like, did you not like it? Daily Kingdom Hearts facts. Okay. I actually looked one up yesterday or this morning. I forget which because time is a blur. So, one of the Courtney's very scary, yes. So Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2, yes, that's the title of the game, was one of, if not the last projects that Wayne Allwyn worked on as the voice of Mickey Mouse in I believe he died like 10 or so days before before it came out in Japan, and I think it was like a few months before it came out in America, and so the game is dedicated to him.
What happened?
Daily Kingdom Hearts fact. So
Dedicated to who?
Was dedicated to Wayne Allwyn, the one of the voices of Mickey Mouse, who his last project was Kingdom Hearts Days, if not one of his last. I believe it was his last though.
Oh, we have an introvert's greeting from 5 days ago that you never redeemed.
Oh, I forgot it. I forgot.
All right, can I redeem?
Yes.
Complete both of these?
Yes.
I've returned. So
Mwahaha,
Sharky
Sharky has been left unattended.
Sharky is no longer unattended.
I actually have another fact for next time that is, that's in reference to the exact same fact I just gave.
Oh, yeah? All right. See you all on Friday when someone else should redeem a Daily Kingdom Hearts fact, because it's been coming up like every single time. Except apparently the one that I was gone for.
Oh, no, we talked about, like, Christmas and stuff. I don't remember.
No more Christmas album things, yes.
So it was actually on Friday. People were like, Rogue, one of the members of Cloud Cabin, was there listening. And, I mentioned, like, the shark on stream, and,
Let me double check the pronouns and the thingy.
I know he goes by Dan.
Him.
He was like, oh, because I mentioned that I talked about how we use that as like a marker for who's talking when there's both of us, like as a reference to this one's me, this one's you.
Oh, the separated captions?
Yeah.
Or...
Well, separate captions like by the icons.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I didn't even see the shark. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But then then it was like, oh yeah, the shark's like cute and stuff like that. And yeah, we were talking about Denmark because I was talking about roller coasters at one point because I was cleaning a carousel, and then there was a story about how what was it? Somebody in Denmark called Courtney like a goddess or something like that, or
did
claimed
see something in the stream manager before refreshing about Courtney being interpreted to be a goddess.
something. Stories have been told.
I mean, yeah, Courtney was there.
Yeah. Also, line.
Wait, let me take a sip of my drink. Let me finish this cheese cracker that I grabbed. Toy boat. Yeah, already fell. Toy boat. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be terrible.
If you fail one more time, I'll just continue.
No, I'm gonna be determined to get it. This is the problem. This is why I was delaying the inevitable.
I'm just gonna continue at one point.
Fine, when you get sick of me failing, you can continue. I'm like, all right, how slow do I have to be to get it? Can I say it even once without fucking up? Toy boat. Okay, toy boat. Ew. That's close enough. And suddenly Kate Sith is very upset. I think I just said a spell that she didn't like.
What did you get misled about?
Someone said the scripted events stop after a certain point, but it wasn't. Wait.
Digimon.
Mm.
I love the game. I have a few gripes. Okay. Once I'm farther in the game, I would love to hear them.
Alright, Sharky, when's your next solo stream? Is it tomorrow?
I might try for tomorrow. If not, it's gonna be on Saturday. Because... it fully depends on stuff I get done. I've trained for tongue twisters such as these. Thank you, theater.
I have not. As we've said on here, we are absolutely not pros. See, I did dance rather than outright. Well, you also did dance, but I'm like, yeah. My primary thing of performance that I did actually involved no talking. Now here I am reading things on the internet.
See, I did plays, but those were like after school, like I wasn't like trained. It was just like, you know your lines? Here's where you stand. Good.
See, I auditioned for a couple school plays, but then the anxiety kicked in, and then my voice went really soft and quiet, as it does when I get nervous. And so I was so quiet that I was in like 7th grade or something, 6th or 7th grade, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a Hamlet parody. And they made up a new role where I had exactly one line. And it was literally just to hand another character a book and say, "The royal script, your highness." That was it.
See, I was like, I have all the issues beforehand, but once I just start going, I just start going.
I mean, that was an audition, so, you know.
Yeah.
There's no, once you start going, you start going if you're in an audition.
Yeah.
You have a very limited amount of time.
Yeah.
I really want to get into VA stuff. I mean, I've now auditioned once for one VA role
because we kept pressuring you.
Sharky and Flower and others all told me to.
I believe Pi also did.
I think I also did. I didn't get it though. It's fine. I think it's actually better that it went to someone who actually is disabled.
Oh yeah. Oh. That just reminds me of so before we started the interview, Courtney and Royce were like, "Okay, are you ready, Sharky?" I'm like, "I'm gonna say the same thing I say before every stream." No, but let's do it anyway.
You don't say no, but let's do it anyway. You just say no.
I'm too nervous to do it. What sort of things did you practice?
Man, so it was an audition for Jinx in the new Arcade Spirits. Who is Chinese specifically, and disabled, and so they were trying to get specifically Chinese VA, and I think they didn't specify wanting a disabled VA as well, but I think they actually just more by coincidence maybe ended up with one.
I believe Flower said it was.
I do? Yeah, because I think it ended up being that the VA actually had the exact disability that the character has, which is pretty cool. So I'm like, no, that's way better.
But I remember Flower being like talking in the chat and being like,
he felt really bad for telling me to audition and other people telling me to audition and then not giving it to me. But I'm like, no, it's cool because I kind of really wasn't expecting very much.
Well, I remember Flower mentioned being like, yeah, like it's very hard to say like be Chinese and have disability and like all this stuff.
For where you're looking for a VA who has all of the exact identities as the character that they're playing.
Yeah.
But in terms of practice, it was actually just because it's for a particular character. So they had like a set of lines that you were supposed to submit. So I kind of did several takes of that to record my audition. And I have to go back and listen to what the person who was cast sounded like, because I think she sounded different from what I imagined the character sounding like in my mind.
Which makes sense.
I don't know if it just matched better with like what
they were expecting or they wanted.
Yeah.
I mean,
what is wrong? Are you meowing at the moon again?
And that's the thing, like you're gonna imagine the voice in one way, another person like
and I mean, like, it's cool.
Yeah.
I think in any case, whatever the case is, like, ultimately, the fact that they weren't aiming, they wanted it to be broad enough to be like, okay, as long as you're Chinese, you can audition. But then just more coincidentally ended up with someone who had the exact disability that the character has. Is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I did have to Google how to say the name of that disability before I recorded myself.
Makes sense.
I mean, obviously, if you're voicing a disabled character, you don't want to be the audition that sends it in without having bothered Googling and just mispronouncing their disability name.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's very bad. Show off.
I feel like it's the kind of thing, though, that, like, if you're interested, like, go for it. Like, if you see any audition postings or whatever, it doesn't hurt to try. I really just, like, other people told me to do it, so I was like, well, I guess I gotta do this now, but...
Other people pressured you.
I got peer pressured.
You got peer pressured into it, yeah.
But like, I wasn't really expecting a lot. And I think as long as you go in being like, every audition is a practice audition until you get one that takes you or something, I think that's maybe at least less disappointing attitude to have. That's my same approach to job interviews sometimes. Is that the less I expect to get it, seemingly the better I do. That's my one of my internships I literally got while being hungover at the interview, and so I had assumed I wasn't going to get it, but that helped me relax so much more.
Wow.
Eldritch Mouth. This ritual will allow you to utter unspeakable incantations. Perform this ritual someplace where gore can be cleaned easily, like a bathroom, where no robes or amulets. Have a ritual knife on your person.
So,
Wait, I didn't get to read the thingy. Chant. Ngoka ya lemge pog ngstake ulna.
Eldritch Mouth, huh? Maybe I should have considered the spell more carefully before casting it. If there's so much as a single scar, I might actually lose my job. Please don't let me have something freaky on my face. It's my livelihood on the line here. Okay, big breaths. Brace yourself. ... I'm still cute as?
Hell, but his hair seems to be pink now?
Yes. Yes. But I thought I'd get an Eldritch Mouth or something. Everything seems pretty much the same. Weird. Hey, Lynetta?
Yes?
Yeah! You startled me.
Before Sharky's interview comes out, we'll be releasing an interview with Lucy Blundell, who's a disabled Grey Ace game dev. I would have auditioned for her latest game, but she was looking for a British VA. And even though I was taught accents as a young performer, I think as a society we've progressed past that for the most part. Yeah,
Yeah.
accents are this like like on one hand, yeah, it's better to just have the actual wherever it's from.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I look at Hollywood and I go, after all of the watching Tom Holland as Spider, what the fuck when he just speaks normally?
Uh-huh.
And there are some vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, what the fuck?
I
You're
mean, Hugh
American?
Jackman.
Mm-hmm. That said, what we should move past, especially in Hollywood, is asking like non-white people to do accents that they don't otherwise have so that they better fit into stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
I was also told I had the perfect skin tone because I could basically play any race, which was yikes. Congratulations. You're Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Congrats. I mean, The Rock is pretty cool. I guess the next step is that now you got to run for president. I remember there was like something about,
yeah.
will The Rock run for president?
Oh, yeah.
Trump one, it was like, what?
Yeah, people have been joking about that for a while now, yeah. I feel like that still goes around every once in a while.
But, you know, you actually are involved in activism and stuff, a lot. So, anyway, I mean... Eep! You called me?
Who the...
Oh.
Was that third voice?
What are you talking about? That was you! Look!
She takes a hold of my hand. Whoa, hand-holding on the first date? Moving fast, but that's okay.
Excuse me. You summoned this Eldritch being specifically just so you could smooch her. But then you're like, oh my god, holding hands, that's fast. Well, as if this country would elect me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People have suggested that my roommate could go into politics, and she's like, and I guess at some point there was like a fortune teller or something, who was like, no, you cannot go into politics, you would make too many enemies. And it's just like, especially here in the US, like, yeah, I maybe in to some very limited capacity, but she's a queer brown woman. With dyed hair and all. Yeah, I don't know how quick this country is gonna be to elect a queer brown woman with green hair. So, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, as it is, there's all the like, oh, Obama was a Muslim, but in this derogatory way implying he's a terrorist. And it's like, Obama's Christian, actually. He's really not breaking the mold that far. No, look at your hand, silly.
My hand? ... Oh! F.
That's what it says.
What? Get it off! Pip, grab that knife from the bedroom to cut it off, hurry!
Yeah, I've got enough enemies as is. Besides, I don't need to be president of the US when I'm a goddess in Denmark. Yeah, true.
And almost cult leader?
Almost cult leader. I think your life is plenty interesting without it. That's true. I'm also like, now that I'm talking about arcade spirits, I'm like, oh, I did give Lynetta like almost a Juniper voice, didn't I? Like very close, huh?
Close-ish.
Lips don't go there. Only almost. Only almost a cult leader, okay, Sharky? Cut it off, but it's your hand now. See?
Surely enough, it's not a disembodied mouth stuck to my hand. It's a very much embodied mouth indeed. Is this really my hand?
Yeah, didn't you look at the picture in the book?
What did I do to my hand?
Darling, are you all right?
This is screwed up. I mean, I knew I'd be in harm's way, but permanent body disfigurement this early on? But I'm not stopping before I get that smooch. No matter what, I just gotta think positive. This isn't so bad. I mean, there's gotta be a silver lining to this.
Just like, are there aloe people out there who see something or someone in a dream and then stay obsessed with smooching them again for a year?
I don't know. Maybe. Now I have my pick of which mouth to use when I smooch.
Darling?
Is someone at the door? This is bad. Did I get busted? Sudden shock feels like a splash of cold water that snaps me into my senses.
Who's the mouth bleeding? Because it's an eldritch mouth, I guess. Damn.
I must have done something to give us away. Was I shouting too loudly about that knife? Did the neighbors call the cops? someone interrupts my rituals now, the stars will fall out of alignment before I can finish.
Unfortunately, from my experience, yes. Wait, which is that too?
I don't remember.
Damn it!
I even picked the apartment on the top floor to minimize the number of people noticing odd sounds or smells from my room. It's the police. They're going to insist on looking around. Not going to be able to smooch talk my way out of a demon in my room.
Oh wait, the Allo people being obsessed with smooching someone for a year.
Oh, possibly.
Is that what it's about? They should knock it off.
Either way, I need to prepare myself now. Who knows how quickly things are going to go south once I answer the door.
Hello? Are you in? Tee! I heard you shouting just now. Come on, let me in!
Yes, okay.
Crap. It's even worse than the police. There's only one person it could be. At the worst possible time! What do I do? Is it even safe to go outside right now with all the world-bending spells I've been casting?
I'm like, oh no, I gave this mystery character an even higher pitched voice. Oh god, why did I do that?
Who's that, darling?
Probably the mailman. I'll make him leave. Give me a sec.
You don't look so good. Maybe I should get the door?
No! No, I really don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
Well, you're a mind-flaying goddess. Maybe it'll be too much for someone who wasn't expecting it.
I guess that's a good point.
Wait here. I'll be right back. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Missy, hey! Good to see you!
What do you do? I hope it wasn't too forward of me to call upon you in your own private apartment.
Missy. She's an old money rich girl that suddenly showed up to the club I work at and started showering me with gifts.
I have to give one of these characters a deeper voice.
She doesn't quite understand that she's not supposed to contact me outside working hours, but it's hard to complain when she basically pays my rent. In fact, she's pretty much the only reason I could afford to buy all this Eldritch paraphernalia. But best of all, she's smoking hot. What did I just say?
Something cringy.
Ugh.
If I may be so bold, I have something special to give you. May I come in?
Ooh, I like her eye patch. I do like her eye patch.
You're starting to
feel like
sound like
this
a
year-
mouse.
Sorry, it's that, what's it? The apparently Discord girl?
Oh, I mean, if you want to buy me the skin, money's a little tight right now, so I would really appreciate any gifts. Oh, well, I wish I had a guy, like a big, strong guy to help me with this game, because I don't know what I'm doing.
I wish my eye patch was a fun shape back when I had one. Oh god, yes. Oh,
Hell.
yes. Right this way, Wait, Lynette is inside. I got so caught up in the moment I almost forgot. Actually, now's not a good time. Think you could just give it to me out here?
It's not the kind of present I can give you out in the open.
When I need an eye patch, the doctors gave me the most boring white oversized cotton ball of a thing you can imagine.
That's when you gotta get your own, I guess.
Present that has to be given in private? Oh man, what could it be? No. Wait, I almost thought. Why, brain? Why? Why do you do this to me?
Your brain has fun, don't you?
Does it, though? Does it? Does it have fun when it's stressing about talking to people?
It has fun against its will.
Wait, I almost lost sight of things again. Lynetta and Missy meet. I'm toast. Can I really not help myself with my life on the line here? Say something, idiot. Ah, well. I can't get away right now. How about we meet up after work?
Go out after dark.
Right, I forgot. Her weird curfew.
Why can't we just go inside? I really want to give you your present now. Darling, what's taking so long? I miss you.
Oh, is Lynetta coming to the door? I can hear her footsteps. Huh? Oh.
Huh? Who is that? You have company over?
That's just the mailman?
Inside your apartment?
Shoot! Got my lame excuses mixed up. ...
Hey, what do you think you're doing? No one slams a door in my face. No one.
Oh man, she's pissed. Sorry, Missy, this is the only way I survive this.
What's going on, darling?
Turns out it was one of those, door-to-door salesmen. They could be really pushy, you know?
Let me in now!
I don't want any.
Want me to make them go away?
No, I got this. You just have to be persistent. Eventually they give up. ... Did she finally give up? ... Better smooth things over with her later before she tries anything crazy. Especially now that she knows where I live. Better hurry through these rituals before there's more interruptions.
Like, why did MC run over to the door like that? Like, you could have just not answered. Sorry, no one's home. So that's why all the lights are off.
Mm-hmm. I wonder, can I... Oh, it's gone.
Oh. Oh. Wait, what is this?
Uh-huh.
You're just gonna read it without knowing what it is? Wait, is this the one that was... Don't have the lights off. Okay, well, we got some kind of achievement thing. Objective perform metamorphosis.
I think that was...
Oh no, wait, is there a mirror? Can you go to the mirror? Okay. Oh wait, no, that's the objective.
Yeah, objective is to perform metamorphosis.
Okay.
That is not the appropriate way to fend off door-to-door salesmen.
Yeah, I mean, we know from you that the appropriate way to fend off door salesmen is to invite them into your home and then start messing with your human hair art.
Or to pull a sword on them?
Well, I don't think they've pulled any swords on door-to-door salesmen. Unless you have. But from what I remember, it was to act as deranged as possible with, like, human hair wigs on mannequins or something and talking about it in the most deranged way. Metamorphosis. Do not attempt this ritual without performing the calling and invoke the depths.
Which we have.
That was Mormon's, Sharky. And it was an accident!
You cannot accidentally pull a sword on somebody!
You can if you're Courtney.
Go on.
Proceed in total darkness. No lights, no candles. Ensure his image appears in no way in poster or tapestry. Or a ceremonial robe and ritual necklace, or a mask or headpiece to distort your features. Have a ceremonial knife on your person. Always remember the second step on the previous page.
What was it again?
Proceed in total darkness and ensure his image appears in no way in poster or tapestry. When all is complete, chant. Yeah!
So I have headpiece, robes and necklace. I have the knife. That's not open. That's off. That's off. That's off. Was there anything else? I removed
the poster.
I removed the poster. I think that's it. Because there's no no light. That doesn't show up. Have that, have that, have that.
There's no tapestry anywhere?
Nope, that's... Nope, that was it.
What's that green dresser thing next to the desk?
Oh, it's a fridge.
What's it there?
Supplies.
Milk and yogurt or something?
I don't know. Let's read.
Courtney insists, yes you can!
No, you cannot.
Justice for Courtney.
My cursor changed.
Hello, handsome. And I thought you were cute for a human before. Now you're totally my type.
I'm trying to respond, but no sound is coming out of my mouth. Even when I try to shout as loud as I can't even manage a whisper. Something is not right. What happened to me?
See, at first I was like, metamorphosis. Oh, now here we are. Wait, what else is in the bathroom?
I can turn the shower on, I can turn the sink on, and I can look at myself.
Oh.
And I can leave.
Can you turn that light off?
No.
So when they say make sure all the lights are off, that's not one of them.
So we can
That's
break.
the breakup. Darling, what are you looking at?
Nothing. Oh.
Nothing, huh? You were looking at nothing? Is that the truth? Dot, dot, dot.
Tee. Did I scare you, darling?
Yes.
Good. I know what page you are on. And if I see you trying to cast that spell about nothing, you won't get past the second word. Oh, God.
Let's move on.
I will point out that the little mannequin head thing that you got your headpiece from, it's bleeding from the eyes now.
Oh, it is. Okay. Let's just check a little bit farther ahead. See, nope, there's nothing.
Is the her name page gone now?
Looks like it.
It's not behind, is it?
I think it got changed. to be one of these, like, spells.
Is that the breakup one?
Probably.
Illuminate the room to your comfort. Prepare offering. Illuminate the room to your comfort. Collect necessary ingredients from cold storage. Ensure this symbol is present nearby. It looks like a sideways six-pointed star with another diamond in the center and a circle in the middle. And then chant Ilgoka Yumgepag Ehe.
Okay, well, got some cold ingredients from the fridge.
Illuminate to your comfort. Oh, there's a lot of symbols. Oh, that's the one.
Oh, was it?
The sideways six-pointed star with what almost looks like a diamond eye in the middle. I did describe it as I was reading.
Ready? Prepare the offering.
Already smells delicious, darling. All it needs is a little something, and it'll be perfect. ... And take a short walk outside while you finish. See you in a few, love.
Okay.
Objective: perform reach into oblivion. Reach into oblivion has the same symbol over what looks like vaguely a head with goat horns and like whiskers or something out of it. Wear a ceremonial robe and have a ritual knife in your possession.
Which we do.
Ensure this symbol is present nearby. It looks kind of like an
Ivy cake.
eyeball that extends. Oh, I guess that's why she said it smells delicious. Yeah, ensure that this eyeball-looking symbol with a little V over it, like an angry emoji, over it, and extended lines for the eyeball. And then have another life form on your person. And then chant Mangokaya Megepog Stake Yumguna. Extended eyeball. Turtle.
It's a life form.
Turtle. It is a life form. And now we chant. Oh, that cursor is losing your fingers.
That's the one that I saw. Just let's read this real quick while she's not here.
She must be in the room.
Yeah, but I'm not saying we're doing it.
Breakup. This ritual will sever your connection, restore your sanity, and return you to reality in whatever state it is in. Let the room be well lit. Ensure this symbol is present nearby. I don't know. Well, okay, there's an X that has a line going down, and then two circles with a line across that connects to the line going down, then a diagonal line that intersects the circles, and another horizontal line across that connects to another circle, and then a downward arrow in the middle of that line. Which is all to say that essentially, is this different from just like a football play chart? Because it looks the same to me.
You ain't wrong.
Then chant 3 times assertively. Netamgaye smurlmgaye. He. The netta must be in the room.
Okay.
Now the objective is just survive.
What does that mean?
Oh, poor turtle.
Oh no!
Oh, it says her name on the wall now. Ooh. Bloody turtle. We have various things. You want to check yourself in the mirror? Something terrible is blocking the door. Okay. something terrible Nürnberg is blocking
The door.
The door.
It's so
Yes,
hard
it's cut off.
because it's not like done in the same way.
We can't leave then?
No, we can't leave, and if we open up the curtains, I believe.
Well. So we've reached the horror part of Eldritch Horror. Again, with all of those content warnings and stuff, I guess.
I don't know what to do.
Is there anything to do where that poster was? I'm just curious.
It's just putting the poster back up.
And all of the spells are gone now?
Yep. They're that scary face.
Well, what was in your closet? I'm just curious, like, can you just swap out for the t-shirt? No.
It's putting the robes back or not.
Well, there was a knock at the door.
Yeah, but there's something blocking it. I don't know what to do.
Is there anything at the her name, blah, blah, blah?
Oh. Oh,
Oh, no, you hit the menu button.
Oh. It's taking the knife.
Okay. If every page has been replaced, we can't do the breakup chant, right?
No, and Lynetta has to be in the room anyway.
Yeah. Can you set the image to the one of the breakup, just in case?
Oh.
The normal thing. Yeah. The football chart is what I'm calling it. And that one was turn on all the lights, which I think you've already done anyway. Just to be prepared, just in case, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Have all the lights on.
See, I'm like, it says not to open this, and I don't know what to do.
What happened? Like, can you click the door still, or does nothing happen?
Nothing happens.
Well, what else can you click?
I can redraw that. I can put the knife back. I can put the turtle back.
Bloody turtle.
I can open the curtains and probably die.
Well, at this point, I don't know that there's avoiding a bad end. We can... Well, yeah, because the book is just that one thing, right? There's no other pages. You already tried.
I already looked through it all. Is it just waiting?
I don't think so, because we've already been for a little while. There's your dismembered fingers on the bed. I don't suppose you can pick those back up.
Nope. I don't think so. Oh!
Escape reality.
If you can
read this, all reality is doomed. Once you start this ritual, complete all 3 pages quickly. You'll be vulnerable until you finish. Do not open any blinds, windows, or doors. Do not turn on any lights, snuff any existing lights, or you will attract their attention. Ensure this symbol is present nearby. looks like some swirlies going to the top right and bottom left diagonals around a almost crosshair looking circle with a plus over it, but the horizontal lines are extended and there's a little circle at the end of each horizontal end. And then there's wait, it says all 3 pages. What other pages?
I can't see them yet.
Do not cover your eyes or your ears. You'll need them. And nothing is just your imagination. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so...
all lights off.
Nope.
There it is.
Okay.
She's coming. Ensure this present is this symbol is present nearby. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just gonna have to go
And
through. I'm gonna have to go through it
yes.
quickly.
Yes. That's what it said. Go for it.
If she
When
gets
she gets into your room, it's too late. Ensure this symbol is present nearby.
it was
That one. Repeat this chant until you believe you are safe. Darling, what's wrong? You're pale as a sheet. Dot, dot, dot. I can tell by the look on your face. You got a glimpse of the real world now that I'm waking up. Guess you aren't as sane as you thought, huh, darling? Oh, sweetie, don't worry about reality. It doesn't have anything to do with you anymore. Oh, I should tell you, everything you saw and heard, it's still there. What you saw coming through your window is still coming through. Very soon it'll be impossible to deny its presence, and even escaping reality won't protect you. If you like, I could move you to the front of the line and do painlessly myself. Just thanks for waking me up. Oh, there's a heart on the smooch bar now, though.
that came once we did metamorphosis, I believe.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Metamorphosis?
When she said, like, we're cute, I believe that's when it popped up.
You wouldn't hear their screams anymore, or feel that chill up your spine where the tentacle is already touching. Or maybe you'd prefer to be saved for last? Have the whole doomed world all for yourself for a while? Though, the things you'd see if you lingered. Being destroyed first or last? Which would you prefer, my darling?
We're like 2 rituals away.
Objective, perform Dark Communion. Dark Communion. Do not attempt this ritual without prepare an offering and reach into oblivion. Let the room be well lit, wear no robes or necklaces. Tentacle the offering on your person. Chant. Nafel Fatang Uyal Otruye Yagfu.
Okay, so it is well lit. Have no necklace or robe.
The offering on your person.
Which we do. It's a...
We additionally light the candles.
There.
Oh, another heart?
Yes.
Delicious! Just perfect! I wish you could make offerings like this forever. Well, my devoted darling, there is only one last spell to perform. Pledging yourself to me! Take heart. Your pledge of devotion will be the last act of humanity for all time. The final words ever spoken by humankind will come from your very mouth and echo into oblivion. The privilege is yours alone. I may be inexperienced with human emotions, But even I know that saying goodbye to your world can be painful. Take all the time you need to make peace with the end. I'm going to take a short nap before I wake up for good. Could you hit the lights for me, darling? Thank you, my love.
Well, I think at this point we could technically do this.
Huh?
Or
The final pledge. Have a ritual knife on your person. Chant 5 times to fill the heart. Lineta af art mg gep kadish tu nilgrahi.
there is a checkpoint, like a chapter select system in this. I do know that.
Okay, well. We're at 2 hours and 40, so I guess we should just pick one, right?
Do you want to just do the final pledge then?
You know, we've come this far. Oh, that's how we're filling the heart. Cool. So we did put the self-harm and suicide and gore warnings on. It's done. The last ritual. You did wonderfully. ... I'm afraid it's time for the dream and our date to end. That look on your face. Darling, I had a wonderful date with you, and that's because of you. So why destroy me and all of reality? Why not just stay here with me? That's what you're thinking, right? Oh, my sweet mortal darling. I'm not doing this out of malice. You've had good dreams before, right? Well, when you woke up, you destroyed those dream worlds and everything in them. Did you wake up because you hated those dreams? No, it just couldn't be helped that you'd wake up eventually. I love humans, and I'll miss you sorely. Please let your last thoughts be about that. Don't think I forgot about my promise to you. Pucker up, my darling. You've earned it. I guess we got the last heart. It's time for the swoosh button. That's a CG awakened.
Oh, there's another thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's I get the breakup ending. Maybe this one's like opening the curtains or something.
Chapter 1, Lynetta. Lynetta, my really scary girlfriend. True endings achieved, 1 of 2.
Oh.
Chapter 2, King in Yellow approaches.
Oh. Here.
Sucker for
There's the
love.
back button.
First date.
Well, chapter 1's done.
Yeah, and we survived chapter 1, so we are able to now successfully go to the next thingy, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Are we doing all endings for this one, or are we just getting one ending? Because we're already at time for today.
I mean, we're already at time for the day, and I
It's the question of, are we doing the breakup next time?
I don't know. I don't know how hard, because it said the chapter 2 had like 6 endings. So
Oh my.
there's probably a lot of permutations. So
All right. Well, that's still less, I guess, than Validate, which is coming out on the 15th and has a bunch of non-white love interest. I think mostly black. I don't remember for sure. But yeah.
but
That one has like, what was it, 13 MCs and like 30 plus routes?
that's a
apparently.
lot. That's a lot.
As far as I could tell, when I watched a little bit of it yesterday, it seemed like the endings were fast. I don't know if they're counting routes as like pairings or as endings either.
Because there's a
But
difference.
I do know that I saw a couple bad ends, all of which were like 100% just the MC is a dumbass.
Ah, interesting.
But that was that one MC. I don't know about the rest of the characters. And I guess if there's 13 MCs, it seems like you might, like, sometimes you can play the MC or the character as an MC, and sometimes they're the one you're trying to date.
Interesting.
So I don't know how much of that is just the crossing of all of these MCs. But we will see when we get to that game. And in the meantime, I guess if the next route has 6 endings, that's still less than 30.
I mean, yes. 16, whatever,
6 is less than 30.
Well, 8 if you count the ones in chapter 1.
8 is less than 30.
And however many are in
Really
chapter 3.
depends how many are in chapter 3, but I'm guessing those are also less than 30. But
yes.
I
Yes.
hope you all had a good time and weren't too traumatized by the sudden horror aspect that popped up. Let us know if there are any content warnings that we missed that we should include.
Uh-huh.
And
we'll be back.
See you Friday. Bye.
For something probably way more lighthearted. I don't know what.
Maybe.
I mean, we'll play something. We'll figure out something probably like 20 minutes beforehand.
Probably, which is why I say maybe.
I mean,
I don't want to make any promises. Okay, bye.
Bye.